Howdy. I just wanted to do a little tutorial on how to use the Canvas button builder to create text buttons for your Canvas classes. It generates codes that you can then just put into the HTML of your home page or an assignment page or whatever you happen to be doing. Um, Text buttons do have a bit of an advantage over the image buttons that you might be using. Granted, you could do some really cool things with image buttons, but it does mean you need to go create them, you need to download the file, you need to upload the file, you need to keep track of the file, and they're not necessarily very screen reader friendly. And so you might be running into some accessibility issues there. Text buttons tend to be rather friendly towards screen readers and so are better for accessibility, generally speaking. So I'm going to show you how you can insert buttons that are colorful, clear, that change when you hover over them so people can go, oh, look, it's a button. And they give you a tool tip, that little bit of text that pops up and tells the user exactly what that link is going to do for them. So let's go over to the button builder here and start building a button. We've got 3 inputs up here. First is the text. This is what's going to go on the syllabus. Can I spell syllabus? There we go. What's going to go on to the text of the button itself. The description of the link is going to be for the tooltip. That's what's going to come and appear when somebody hovers the mouse over the button, and we'll say, let's go read the syllabus. Now for the link here, you may be able to just type it in from memory, but links on Canvas can be a little strange. So you might want to go over to your Canvas page and then right click on the link, and grab the copy link address. Click that, go back to button builder and plug that right in here. Boom. And there we go. Now I have to decide, what do I want? Do I want a large button, a medium button? I'm going to make this a large button. Oh, but I want it to have a border. And I could just use one of these, but I want a fancy color. I want something different. So I like this kind of deep orange color. I'm going to choose the color that I want, highlight the code here, copy that code and paste it into the button color. And then, update it by clicking the button. Maybe that's a little too large, maybe medium is better. So there we go. That's what the button's going to look like. We can see it interacts. We've got the tooltip pops up. So let's finish our work here by clicking the generate your button button. It's a button that makes buttons. And this is the code that's going to go into your Canvas web page. So you're going to copy this whole thing here. Remember Control C to copy. And then you're going to go over to the home page where you want to put that. Right? So I've already got this open. And right now it is in the rich editor, right, where you have all your pretty little buttons and you can change things. Don't paste the code here. You need to go to the HTML code by clicking the HTML editor right up here. Click that. Don't be scared of it. Don't be frightened. And I'm just going to be totally arbitrary here and go to the very top. And I'm going to hit Control V to paste it and just plop it right there. I can click the Rich Content Editor button to take me back. It's not a button, it's a link. And there is the basic button as it is. And now I need to scroll down to save my masterpiece here. And now for no reason whatsoever, I have a large orange button at the top here that takes you to the syllabus, right? And when you click on that, it takes you to the syllabus. What a shock. Now, if I bounce back to this, later on, you may find, well, I need to change this link or I got the link wrong. You might also grab, you might create a standard array of buttons that you're going to plug into each of your courses. But as you know, Canvas is rather finicky about its links and you'll need to change those links. It's not hard, don't worry about it. Click Edit. Now you don't even need to use the editor. You can just put the cursor, right? Set the cursor in this, and then change the link to something else. And I don't know, I'll just go frc.instructure.com, update the link. And now, even though it says syllabus, it's actually just going to take me to my dashboard. As we will see when this uploads, there we go. See, it looks the same, but now I click it and it's just going to take me to my dashboard, and you can go back and change that. So you can always change the links very easily. So that's how to do those different buttons. And if you don't like it and you're like, well, actually what I wanted was a mini, that's fine. And it turns out that's a terrible color. What I want is some terrible lime color. Yes, that would be better. Let's put that there and we'll do a mini. Whoops, something went wrong there. Copy, paste, mini. There we go. That's going to catch the student's eye with that lime green, right? Generate that button. So you can do all sorts of different things. Hopefully you found this useful, and have fun teaching.